everyone. I am doing one of my favorite types of videos, which is a fill my monthly rack. And before I get started, I want to say what's on my nails. This is a Colorist Day Carol from PPU. It's called Let's Glow Crazy, and it is blacklight reactive. And I put it with 3 kind of lighter toned Orleys, Kaleidoscope Eyes, Dear Abby, and Tangerine Dream. So it's June. We're halfway through the year, and it's also Pride Month. So I will be wearing a lot of rainbows. And like always, my rack is just inspiration. I don't have a goal of like wear every single one of these. I usually don't wear every single one on my rack. And also just keeping in mind, because it's June, I am cishet, but one thing that I'm trying to do to support LBGT people is when I want to buy something, instead of just popping right to Target or Amazon, I'm trying to look up some smaller businesses, particularly ones that are owned by LBGT people. Um, just anytime you shop from a small business, it goes a lot further than it does at like a huge business or a corporation. I will also share a link or two from other people in the nail polish community who are raising money for different LBGT plus type charities. So now let's get into my June rack. I'm going to be starting with the top row, which I always have for toppers. So this one is a silvery magnetic topper. It's called Amulet, and it was featured in my favorite magnetics video recently. And then I have one of these Orally matte glitters, and this one also has tiny I'm not sure if they're silver or hollow glitters in here. It's called Dancing Queen. And this one's just really fun, and it can go on a lot of different colors and look really cool. And this is a new to me that I have not worn yet. It's from May PPU, so I actually just got it recently. It's called Guided by the Light. And this is just beautiful, beautiful flakies, ranging from like greens to purples. I'm a little sad because this is my only Vanessa, I think it's called Malona polish, and the label is trying to come off. I'm going to maybe try and re-glue it or something like that. This is a glam polish, and it is more Halloween, but I could see a lot of summer colors in it. And especially depending on what I pair it with, it could look more summery. And this is Orally Starfire. And it's similar to one of my favorite toppers by KB Shimmer. It's these flakies, but these are more purple leaning than the KB Shimmers, which are more red leaning. And I think that the green shows up a bit more in this one than in Take It or Leave It. And this one isn't necessarily a topper, but I do like to use it that way. It's Unicorn by Beauty Guard. And I am going to start my rainbow with purples because they're my favorite. And this is a witch coat lacquer. This one was a charity polish. It's for someone who had a house fire. And so the maker of witch coat lacquer released this polish, and the proceeds went to the family who lost their home in the fire. But anyway, it's a really beautiful light purple linear hollow. I'm going to be pulling out a lot of my linear hollows because it's the weather for it. And here is a neon purple by Rogue Lacquer. I actually wore it a couple months ago, but I saw it in my drawer and really wanted to pull it out. And this is Hollow Taco Purple with Envy, which isn't new to me. I bought it from D-Stash. But it had been sitting on my Hollow Taco wish list for a while, so I decided to get it when I saw it being destashed. This is Fairy Dust, and I really like this finish by ILMP. It's I think it's the same finish as their summer collection that just came out. I will probably get most of that collection, but I'm just waiting a little bit. One of the things I like about ILMP is that they're not like really FOMO, fear of missing out based. Their collections stick around for a while. And this is another magnetic, which I wore in March. It's Nightshade. But I really love the contrast of the green and purple. And I think that's going to be a great summer color, as well as I'll probably pull it out for Halloween season. Then I have Polish, Howl's Moving Castle from the Studio Ghibli For the Love of Polish collection. That ends up being pretty long, but it's very pretty. I have swatched it, but I haven't worn it yet. Then moving into blues. Another one I have actually not swatched on my hand yet, so I'm looking forward to it. This is a prototype that I got from a mystery with Plus Life, a mystery bag in Plus Life lacquer, and it is flash reactive. One of my favorite drugstore brands, LA Girl. This is not a gel. It says it is one of my pet peeves of the like a lot of mainstream brands and drugstore brands like to say gel, and it's not. I think what they mean is that it has a glossy finish, and I wish that they would just say like high gloss or something like that. Oh, and the name of this one is Bayside. It's just a very pretty teal leaning blue. Got another Hollow Taco. This one is wireless mode. And I wore it quite a bit last summer before I was really taking pictures or making videos. So it will get in some photos now. And I've got a Swamp Gloss. This one is also magnetic. This is from Hella Handmade Creations. And it's called Laundry and Taxes with You. Okay, moving to the next row. This is Julie. I got this in the giant D-Stash box, and it's called Mermaid Tail. It just looks very beautiful and summery to me. This one is a mystery with no name. Unfortunately, this brand, I don't know if they've gone all the way out of business or if they're just taking a pause, but the maker is going through some really serious medical issues, and so she just liquidated her stock for really low price, and then of course all the proceeds are going to go to her medical expenses. And I've got another beautiful linear hollow. This one is Avalon by Drunk Fairy. So a little embarrassing, for the longest time I was calling this brand Drunken Fairy. I don't know why I put the en at the end, but it's Drunk Fairy, and I really like this brand. Okay, we've got Ethel by Cert Colors. This was in the Kelly Marissa collab with Cert Colors last year, and I've worn it at least once, but it was last year and I wasn't really taking pictures, so I'm looking forward to getting this one on Instagram. This one is Judge Me by My Size, Why Don't You? And I think I got this one, maybe I got this in a mystery, but it does seem like one I would have picked out. But it's very, very bright and fun with a contrasting shimmer. Okay, this is also a May PPU. This is Sweet and Sour Lacquer Toxic Throne. Oh no, this isn't PPU. My mistake. This is from the Prugly Polish group. This is a group special for the Prugly Polish. I've got another Drunk Fairy. This one is called Verdant, and it is a bright green jelly. It's like a grass green jelly. So I'm looking forward to some nail art with that. Got an ILMP Clover. And this is another holographic. I don't think it's a linear holo. Oh, maybe it is. But it looks best in sunlight. So I've been waiting to put that on again. This one I'm carrying over from my May rack because I just didn't get around to wearing it and I really want to. And, you know, if I'm doing lots of rainbows, I need some yellows. And this is another Sweet and Sour Lacquer. This one is a gorgeous flaky bomb. And it's called Watermelon. It's from their Rock Candy collection. I think that was last year. Okay, and this is Night Owl Lacquer Dragon Fruit. And it's from their Neon Jello collection, which I will probably be wearing it with others from the same collection. And this is a really, really beautiful, bright, shimmery from Cadillacquer called Strawberry. I wore it a couple times last summer right after getting it, and I am looking forward to wearing it again. This is Shroomdom, which I got recently at the Mooncat sale, so it's an unworn for me. And it's this beautiful bright red with gold flakies. This is a nice, pretty bright red. I feel like my rainbow needed a bit more on the red end of the spectrum. And I got this one in the giant D-Stash box, and it's called Strappy Happy. This one is another Drunk Fairy, and I was not sure where to put it in my little rainbow lineup because it's just so shifty and it has so many colors in it. It probably maybe should have gone more towards the purples now that I'm looking at it again, but it'll look pretty here. Oh, forgot to say the name. This is called Tainted Love. And another magnetic. I got this one in a mystery bag from Polished Gamer's box, and it's Penelope Lou's Born to War. But I might save this for July. We'll just see. So thank you for filling my June rack with me, and I hope you have a great month. I will talk to you next time. Bye.